What's happening, everyone? Back again with this E90 330i. We've finally got some more parts to finish this thing off and get it ready to be sold. We have the correct engine cover. Now, there is a reason why I've bought this. I'll show you guys that in a second. But we also have standard indicator for the wings. Now, the reason why I have that is because this one currently has some... I mean, they're relatively cool. Hold on, I've got my keys in my pocket. So we've got black ones which don't look too bad, and they're also, yeah, they're sequential, which is quite cool. But like I said, I want this car to be kind of original and unmolested when it goes. So that's the plan for today. On top of that, we also have a standard back box too. Right, so well, these are extremely easy to replace. There's not really anything to them. Just make sure I put on the correct ones. Right, let's go. Oh, interesting. So the way this is done is essentially it's the same as a side light bulb. So the only thing is that the side light bulbs that I have are not orange. They are obviously white. So gonna have to pick up some side light bulbs in order to have these functioning right. So I'm gonna put these on anyway, and I'll just go and pick up the bulbs. So, original one looks a hell of a lot better anyway, but yeah, as always, doesn't go exactly to plan. So I'm gonna have to pick up some bulbs for that and get that sorted. But right, I'll get the other one on, and then we'll get the engine cover on. That's another thing done. It looks a lot tinier in the engine bay, but of course it'd be nicer if this was not broken. That just won't fit right, so yeah, I'll just leave that as it is. But right, let me show you guys why I got another instrument cluster for this car. Okay, so the reason why I had to get myself that instrument cluster is because of this. So if you're familiar with BMWs, that is not supposed to be blue, right? That's usually orange because it matches with pretty much all the other lighting in the car. Hold on. Let it go through all of this. There we go. Right, so that initially is not so bad, right? Now when the lights are on, the dials are white, but the needles are blue. However, it's only these upper ones that are blue. The ones at the bottom are both still orange, which is just... that just does my head in, because why is part of it blue but part of it orange? Like, if you were going to change it, you would change the whole thing. The worst part of this, I should say the tackiest part of this, right, is that I hate it. I just cannot stand it. Staring at that all the time was just not nice. So let's see what we can do. That was nice and easy. It's just one plug on the back of it, just that plug there. Let's double check, that looks fine. So we'll plug this one in and then just put everything back together. It was literally just two T10 screws that hold it in place. Move the steering wheel out of the way and it just comes right out. It's one of the easiest jobs to do on one of these cars, which is great. Right, that's done. So let's see how this looks. Haha, there we go. There we go, that looks now as it should. Now of course when we first done this, saw a different mileage reading when I plugged it in and pressed this button by mistake. It was showing like 90,000 miles, but because now it's plugged in and everything's working fine, it is showing the correct mileage. Of course we do have a red dot now because we've removed the instrument cluster and fitted this new one back in. But I mean, if it bothers you, you can actually get them coded out, but it doesn't really bother me. So yeah, I'm going to leave it as it is. I can't really be bothered paying someone to remove that when, well, the explanation is pretty self-explanatory. That wee thing right there, that's what I'm talking about. People call it a red dot, some people call it a tamper dot. It basically just means it's potential that if that's there, that the mileage has been tampered with. It's something to look out for when buying these cars. However, if there's a genuine explanation for it, then you can just have it coded out and it's not really much of a problem. Right, so I'm not going to take this out today, but just for reference, we've got one mounting point there, one mounting beside the flange at the back, and then we've got this other mount here as well. So just going to make sure that those reference points are kind of the same underneath here, and we'll see what kind of a job is this. Yeah, okay, yeah, that rubber mount is still there, that's not bad. Okay, yeah, this isn't looking too bad. And we've got that mount there, which is beside the flange. Right, brilliant. That means that I can cut this off, cut the flange off of what's there at the moment. The diameter of the pipes on look pretty much bang on, so I'm hoping it's not one that I need to get welded into place. Looking at it now, there might actually be a bend right where that weld is, so might need to do the cut somewhere else. We'll work it out, but right, when I get around to actually fitting that exhaust, I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, I don't really usually like mixing up the videos and the sort of content between the cars and stuff, but I don't know when I'm next going to get a chance to make a video on this DC5. So at the moment we're at a bit of a loss with the entire VSS VTEC situation. So like I said before, we've changed the sensor itself, we've checked the plug, there's power coming to the plug, but I mean, we're not 100% on whether or not it's getting a good earth, because although it might be getting a signal, the earth might not be enough of a connection for it to really function, basically. I was kind of hoping that wasn't the problem, because when it comes to wiring and stuff, my head is not great. So what I ended up finding, I managed to find someone selling a Honda K100 relatively local to me. So I went and picked that up, tried to see if potentially it was an ECU fault. That ended up not being the case. I managed to find a company in Europe that sells these pretty cool earthing kits for sort of JDM cutters, and they do quite a cool kit for the DC5. So I'll show you guys that in a bit, but right now let me show you what we're working with. Earth cable here underneath the fuse box. Just move this out of the way and you can get to this one. The other one goes down under the battery. It looks like it goes missing, but I don't know if you can really see it there. Hold on, there we go. So that there is where the other goes to. Goes to a wee bracket that comes off of the engine block, and as you can see, the threads on that are pretty corroded. So I'm hoping this might be a nice fix, but obviously that's kind of wishful thinking. On top of that, we've got this one here too, and that's looking a wee bit corroded too. So I'm going to change this one as well, just in case. Okay, so I found this company, DZR Wire. That's their Insta and stuff. But yeah, so they do these earthing kits for JDM cars. They do them in like different colours in that as well, different themes, so you can get EK9 ones, Jordan ones and stuff, which is pretty cool. The other strap on the blocks, or the engine side rather than the gearbox side of the DC5, I'm going to replace that one with either or. This one's a bit thicker, so I'll probably just replace it with this one. And then this is the earth strap for the battery. It's just a nice and, you know, really tidy kit. They also sent me a wee Hot Wheels NSX, which I think is just absolutely awesome. So I love that. It's gonna add to, in fact, let me show you guys, because the fact that this is yellow makes it even better. Okay, so coming into Keegan's room, which is actually clean for once, you can see here on his shelf of sort of collectible stuff. He has already, okay, I don't know where he got this Volkswagen Beetle from, but it looks kind of cool, so it's there. But he already has a yellow EK9 and a yellow S2000, so that is going to go quite nicely next to them. In fact, we'll pop it up there for now. So yeah, pretty cool, ideal. How did they know? On top of all that, got a packet of stickers. So got some cool ones. The RX-7. What's this here? Nice. Supra. Another RX-7. Supra again. Oh my days, I've not even had a look through this. This is so sick. Evo 10. Oh yes, there we go. That is the one. Right, that is going in the S14, despite the fact that S14 has nothing else in it. Pretty sick company, but if you want to tidy up your engine bay a little bit, or like get like a nice sort of different colour earth strap and stuff, then have a look at these guys. Their stuff looks like top quality stuff, and you get a lot of freebies, which is always a bonus. So right, let's get this stuff fitted. Alright, sit rep, no fix. So yeah, it was wishful thinking anyway, to be honest, thinking that would fix it, but I mean, you never know. So we gave it a shot, but I'll have to wait until the plug comes. Oh, this colour is yeah, when the plug gets here, we'll wait and see if that solves the problem. And if it doesn't after that, I'll have to give it to something else. But oh well, we'll take it from there. Alright guys, we'll use a bit of an explanation. So obviously not uploaded a video in a long time. At the end of this video I ended up having a bit of a issue where I had exams and then a whole load of other things. What ended up happening is I got a new job, so I had to focus on that. I needed to do a lot of training and stuff for that. Time was limited, and yeah, I was really struggling to focus on making YouTube videos while trying to do all of that stuff at the same time. So hence the reason why I've not uploaded in 8 months or something. Yeah, it's been way too long. I have had videos recorded, so it's not like I've just not been doing anything. It's just that I've not had the energy to edit anything. So we're catching up now. Long story short, I've sold all my BMWs. It's pretty gutting. 330's gone, E36s are gone, E32 is gone. So yeah, it was a sad day when they all went. However, it was a decision that I had to make because I needed to focus on what I really want to do, which is the Japanese cars. The BMWs are great, but there was too many, and yeah, trying to find the time to figure out which cars I needed to work on, it was just getting a bit too much. So this way at least I've got just a handful of them and I can focus on them more, hopefully whenever I'm back from the job that I've got now. So this is the last video that probably for a long time will be about a BMW on my channel. From here forwards it should just be Japanese cars. We're focusing on DC5, the S14, the EG, and something else is there as well, but I won't tell you guys about that. It's not very exciting, to be honest. It was just a deal I got and I was like, yeah, I need to take that. So right, well, thank you so much for checking in. Peace out. We'll see you guys in the next one.